Fuzz here once again, and we are playing Final Fantasy VIII once again. So today we're going to be continuing on with the main story. After doing some card side quest stuff with the CC group in the previous episode, we've started a pretty important, what I call side quest, since Triple Triad is itself a side quest, and the CC group quest is a side quest of the Triple Triad side quest. Hopefully that all makes sense. If not, don't worry about it. For now, we are going to head straight for the lift here. Yes, I say lift, not elevator, as it says on the wall, because, well, I'm British, and that's what we say. We will automatically get taken down. And we get this, ooh, ominous music playing here. Followed by some exciting scenes. Cid was skating backwards or something then for a moment. Hello. Okay, so we need to go and follow that guy. We can't go back upstairs. So, at this point, you're going to want to just make sure that you're nicely junctioned up. Hint, hint, there may be a boss battle upcoming. To junction correctly for this next boss fight, without giving away spoilers, just make sure you put aero spells onto your elemental attack, and if you have status defense, then you can throw some silences and slow on there as well, and as usual keep draw and mug available. Say hello to Norg. So this guy is protected by this pod armor. Okay, so it sounds like Norg has a plan, which doesn't end well for Squall and team. Ah, bit of a bombshell there. So now we see why the Garden faculty were against Cid. They believe he's in cahoots with the sorceress and have therefore submitted themselves to Norg's leadership. Now this boss battle is somewhat complicated, but if you follow my strategy then it actually becomes quite easy. It's in two phases. This first phase is against these two orbs on the left and right hand side, and then the pod in the middle. Now what we need to do is keep these orbs from turning red. And the reason we do that is because it stops them from attacking us. And you can use this time to make sure that we don't mess this up. You can use this time to mug from them. You can get 1 to 4 stat items, which is always nice. So we'll try and mug this second one here. We only got 1 spirit. Got 2 magic ups, okay? And when you've stolen, you can start attacking the actual pod. Don't know why I didn't use the gunblade then. Yeah. The tricky thing is trying to target things correctly. So if you keep these on blue or yellow, then you're sorted. That will then reveal. You can also draw bios from those orbs, by the way, but you'll continue to do so. But you're better off doing it before this second phase, since you won't get any attacks. Now, the first thing you want to do is cancel out this guy's ability to cast water by drawing Leviathan, a brand new GF. And we'll start targeting Norg himself. And we'll just use Zell and Quistis to keep these orbs pretty much, you know, unattacking, if that makes sense. As long as you follow this strategy, this fight is just easy. The worst thing happens when these orbs start going red. They'll start casting terrible magics on you, which aren't pleasant. Let's just say that. Like high level magics. This guy actually has quite a bit of health, I'll give him that. You can also cast Carbuncle, by the way, and that will cancel out the orbs as well. In the sense that it puts Reflect on everybody and they only cast magic. I will once again stick with the default name here, which is Leviathan, of course. Okay, so back in control of Squall here, we'll just sort out our GFs. So, straight away, of course, we learned Leviathan here. And you really want to begin by learning the Spirit Plus abilities with Leviathan. But actually, we can actually speed things up here. If we go to Ability, and then Card Mod, we can refine 4 of these Blobber cards here into a Rune Armlet. There we go. And that will teach Thingamajig, Leviathan, the ability we want him to learn. Spirit plus 20%, so we haven't got to learn that now. And also, you might have got the Force Armlet, I believe that's the one we got from the Spider Boss earlier on. Now you could use this for Rinoa's ultimate weapon, but we'll get another one later. So we can go ahead and do so now. And now if we look at Leviathan here, he can begin learning Spirit bonus immediately. But I'll tell you what, before we do that, remember Spirit gives you magical defense, which is useful. We're going to learn support magic refinement, since that is also very useful. And it's only 30 AP. So we'll learn that and then we'll move on to Spirit. Spirit bonus next. Right. And who else was it we did? Shiva, was it? Somebody else has learned an ability, didn't they? Oh, it's Ifrit. Okay, well he can stick with Summer Magic plus 30%. And all our other GFs. Diablos does need HP Junction, so he can really give that third character, which in our case is Quistis, the ability to boost up her health. Okay. Right, somewhere around here there is a bio draw point. There it is. Although if you've just stocked up on bios from the orbs of this guy, then obviously you may not actually need that, but there you have it just in case. And our next destination is away from here. How do we get out of this place? Okay, it's just to the right hand side of the corpse there. And the lift is back and ready for us to use here. And our next destination, the next story destination, is the infirmary. But I'm just going to see if we can take just a brief detour before we go back there. The thing in the middle of the map still isn't working, so we'll have to run by foot. But I want to go to the cafeteria. I believe it's this one. No, that's a library. It's one of these. I always get them two confused. Oh, training centre. Where's the cafeteria? I bet it's on the other side now, isn't it? This is where it's useful to have the board to just teleport you there. Right, there's parking. At least we're learning our way around finally. That's dormitory. Don't want to head there just yet. There we go, cafeteria. I had no idea it was all the way on this side. Anyway, the reason we're here is because we want to speak to the Cid novices that are sitting down here. Basically, it's a little bit of a side quest, this is. Remember, I asked you to speak to them earlier. And although there's no tangible rewards for it, you get a pretty decent scene later on where these guys actually become fully qualified Cids. So we just have to come in to listen to their conversations from time to time. I think it's 5 times in total. This is the 2nd or 3rd. Okay. And when they're all saying the same things over and over, you know you're sorted. And there's nothing in the game to actually tell you that you're doing a quest. But trust me, you are. And our next destination is going to be the infirmary, so I'll just head back to save after that boss, first of all. Okay, so here we are at the infirmary. Although you might not have noticed, it's actually been some time since I recorded the earlier part of this video. So, feeling a bit bloated now. I've had my dinner and whatnot since. Very nice curry. I don't want to particularly play a card game with the good doctor here, but we do wish to speak to her. Tell her that we would like to speak to the headmaster here. And now we speak to her again. Oh, I thought we did. Apparently we don't. We'll just head on into here. Right, and the headmaster will give us a few options to talk about, and we need to basically select them all. The real meaning of Cid, please tell us. Cid is Cid, okay. Next. Squall. Always feeling left out in the dark, isn't he? Yeah, about that sorceress. You got something you want to tell us? Okay, so not really a whole lot of information there. And finally, well, second to finally, Master Norg. Final option, of course. What do we want to do next? Okay, that's it. That's all we need to do with Cid. Well, I say that's all we need to do. I mean, that is everything we can do, so... Once we've spoke to the good doctor and the headmaster, we're going to head back towards the entrance. And I believe we should get another scene of some kind. Okay, so we're going to head back to the balcony. You might remember that we was there a little bit earlier on when we saw that we were, I think it's when we saw we was approaching Balam Town. So it's second floor you want to head to. We're nearly done with the Balam stuff now. I know it's been quite a while, hasn't it, since we last saw Selfie and the team. By the way, I think I forgot to mention earlier on, maybe I did mention it, I can't remember, that if you have Rinoa in your party before this point, then you would have had to have given her a tour of Balam. So if you remember, Elone was the young lady, the young girl who Laguna was helping to kill monsters for earlier on. Apparently she's here. That's news to us. I mean, school didn't know about this. Okay, at this point, Squall will be off by himself. And our next destination is going to be the library. So we'll head back to the lift here and go back to the level with all the floors. First floor, or ground floor, as I would say. So head to the right and you'll find the library. And we need to head over here for the story. And here's the lady that we saw earlier on, right at the start of the game in fact, and then helped in the training centre. Now we can put a name to the face. Right, so we get some lengthy scenes here, so we can just sit back and enjoy. Bit of exposition, never hurts anyone. That's a nice pretty shot, isn't it, with the sunset in the background and the ocean waves brushing up against the ships. Okay, so back in control of Squall once more. We're going to just be leaving the door once I've saved up. Okay, so just come south out of the dormitory and this will kick off another scene here with Cid, which quickly switches to this old fella fishing. And a big giant garden just heading his way to smash him into oblivion. I bet he never expected this kind of excitement when he woke up out of bed this morning. Okay, so welcome to our next destination, which is Fisherman's Horizon. So in order to leave garden now, we have to actually head to the balcony on the second floor. So, we know where our next destination is, but before we head to the second floor, we're going to... Actually, no, we are going to go to the second floor. because there's another group member, CC group member, that we can play at cards. So we're going to go and do that before we actually head out to our destination. Okay, there he is. Sometimes you might just have to ride the lift back down and back up again a couple of times in order to get this fella to spawn. But this is the next guy that we need to challenge in terms of the CC group side quest. It's the Card Prince Spade. Or Card Knight Spade. And it's pretty much the same thing that we've got to do. We've got to beat him at cards, of course. Which shouldn't be too much of a challenge if he's going to make moves like that. There we go. Nicely done. You can take one. We'll let him. And we haven't got many more of these to go now. We've got the... well, we've got 2 more, including the final one. But we can't do any more yet. But as soon as we can, I will let you know. Don't forget the members that we've already defeated. We can play over and over to get their level 7 cards. But I do highly recommend doing this quest because the reward, which you get on disc 4, is possibly one of the best rewards in the game. What it will do, maybe I can tell you now, it's a bit of a spoiler, but it will let you collect any of the rare cards in the game. So I just had to pause the video then. I had somebody at the door. What was I talking about? Something to do with the cards, wasn't it? Oh yeah, the reward will let you, on disc 4, once you've completed this quest, collect any rare cards in the game. Even ones that you've refined or got rid of or lost to other players. So you can continue to refine the rare cards into whatever awesome items they give you as many times as you want, and then recollect them, because these guys will play the rare cards that you no longer have as many times over as you need them. You can only hold them one at a time, but once you've got rid of them again, you can get another one as many times as you want. Very, very useful. So that's that, and once you've played him, we can basically now start making our way across to Fisherman's Horizon. But I'm going to finish the episode off there for today. So thanks for joining me, guys. We're going to see a brand new area next time, which of course is Fisherman's Horizon, but we've not been there yet. So please do come back and join me for that. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and check out the FuzzfingerGaming Facebook fan page. I do try and post updates on there as to what I'm doing. And see you soon, guys, as we continue on with more Final Fantasy VIII.